So I just finished doing some journaling and planning out my day. I've been trying to do that every single day right away in the morning. When I have to go to work in the morning, I do it when I come home. But today I have off, so I kind of took the morning to myself. I got a really good lift in, and I just finished my coffee and all that fun stuff. So since I have the day off, I thought I would hang out with you guys, and I want to go through some of my weight loss tips with you guys because the holiday seasons are coming. The holiday season is here, and the new year is coming. And I know this can be a super stressful time for a lot of people, and a lot of people right now are gonna try to lose weight as fast as they can. And I want to show you guys how to lose weight in a healthy and sustainable way, because let's be honest, the diets, the teas, the waist trainers, all that stuff, it's not gonna be sustainable. If you lose a lot of weight really fast by cutting corners, you're probably gonna gain it back, and I don't want you guys to go through that. So today we're just gonna kind of go through the day, hang out, and I'm gonna chat with you guys about weight loss tips that were sustainable for me. Obviously I'm not trying to lose weight right now, but I did lose weight, and how I've kind of sustained and maintained my body the way it is right now. So I really hope that you guys learned something from this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you can take something out of this and apply it to your life. If you do enjoy it, please make sure to like and subscribe. It helps to support me. And yeah, let's get started with the day. All right, it's time for breakfast now. I think I'm gonna make another cup of coffee as well, but let's just get right into these tips. First things first, I am doing a series on this right now on TikTok. So if you're not part of the TikTok fam, definitely check it out. I'm doing like a daily tip on how to lose weight in a healthy, sustainable way, basically this video, but I know the fam on TikTok's a little bit different than the fam here, so I thought I would share it with you guys here, blah, blah, blah. But one of the first things that you have to do when you are wanting to lose weight is you need to look at your relationship with food. In order to lose weight, you have to be in a calorie deficit, and that comes with eating less food most of the time. So one of the things that I've seen a lot just through like Instagram and like with my clients is when people want to lose weight, they research it, they listen to whoever they listen to, and they just jump right in. They don't make a plan, they don't kind of look at where they're at and like how they can start to implement it. They just throw themselves into it. And with anything in life, you can't just throw yourself into something new without realizing your starting point, because everybody starts somewhere different. So my first tip, and what I tell everybody, is you need to look at your relationship with food. Is it good? How do you view food? What do you think of food? What does food mean to you in your life? Because if you have an unhealthy relationship with food, you need to fix it before you can lose weight. And I know that's maybe a hard truth for some people, but you can't start to decrease calories and eat less food when you already have a bad relationship with food, because that's probably just going to make it worse.
So what I suggest is the first thing you want to do when you're like, you know what, I want to lose some weight, I want to get healthy, get in shape. Sit down and think about where you're at with your health and fitness right now. Think about what you eat throughout the day, when you eat. Do you listen to your hunger cues? Do you overeat? Do you not eat enough? Do you restrict yourself when food is around? Food is a huge part of our lives. So we want to be able to have that good relationship with it so that when different things come up, we don't feel fear or whatever you feel when you see food. So take a couple days, take a week, and really start to like notice your food habits throughout the day. Become more aware of like when you're eating, how much you're eating, what you're eating. When you're hungry, do you eat or do you not? That's going to be important. And then we're going to go from there. You know, you figure out what your relationship with food is like, and we're going to go from there.
So I just finished my breakfast and now I'm finishing my coffee. I was drinking it black, but I don't know if I like the blend that I got. I got the Starbucks Christmas Blonde. I don't know. This morning when I was waiting for my car to warm up and like defrost at Ethan's, I had some just black coffee that his roommates had made. I believe it was Pike because I got them a bag of Pike and then I got them a different bag and I think they used the rest of the Pike. But I really liked that, so that's why I tried to have this black this morning, but I don't know, I'm not sure if I like this black yet, but I just put a little bit of oat milk creamer in it and now it's really good. But let's continue our little chat, have some work to do today, but so I could make an entire video on how to fix your relationship with food, and maybe I will, so definitely let me know in the comments if you guys want a video on how to fix your relationship with food, because I just can't go that in depth into it today. It would take up too much time. So basically, after you figure out like where you're at with food, we have to fix it, and we can go about that in so many different ways. If you need help ever, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. We can do this together, but I'm not going to go into detail with that. So we fixed our relationship with food. What is the next step? Next tip that I have for losing weight in a healthy and sustainable way is to make it a process, and you have to accept that the process is not going to happen overnight. It's going to be slow and a continued process, but if you want to be able to sustain this, you have to be able to accept the process. The main thing about losing weight is you have to be in a calorie deficit. You have to. There's no other way. So everybody has different maintenance calories, and that's really dependent on your weight and your activity level, which we could go over, you know, in another video as well. There's so many videos I could make off of this one. But basically, you need to find your maintenance calories, which you can find any macro calculator online. A basic way that I do it is you take your weight in pounds and you multiply it by a number 14 to 16. 14 being you live a sedentary life, you sit down most of the day. 16 being you're very, very active, you work out multiple times a week, you get 10,000 steps in a day. You multiply your weight by that number, and then that's your maintenance calories. So once you figure out your maintenance calories, I would start your calorie deficit with subtracting around 200 calories. It's not very much, but we want to be able to do this slowly so that you don't lose muscle mass and that we're prioritizing fat loss. If you decrease too much too fast, you're going to lose a lot of weight, but it's going to be not the weight that you want to lose. You're not going to be able to maintain that muscle that you've built, and it's going to be harder to be able to increase those calories back up so that you're not always eating that little, if that makes sense. So we really want to start out slowly decreasing calories. So I would start with like 200 calorie decrease, eat at that for like 2-ish weeks,
and then like recoup with yourself, figure out, hey, is this working for me? How's my body responding? Are we doing well with this? If you are, then we're going to decrease some more, like 100 to 150 calories to 200. It's so dependent on you and your body. I know that can be misleading, but that's why a lot of people get coaches and personal trainers, because then you can have a plan specific to you. But if you're doing this on your own, obviously there's so many resources, and you really have to learn about your body, and you are going to learn so much about your body throughout this process. So with the gist of that, the second tip I have is accept that this is a process. You have to take it slow and controlled. Like anything, you have to learn along the way, and you have to be in a calorie deficit. We need to figure out your maintenance, and then we need to subtract about 200 from that to start eating at that lower calorie intake. If you're not a big fan of calorie counting, you don't have to, and we'll talk about that in another tip, but that is the second tip for you guys.
The next tip that I have for you guys is to start incorporating more fruits and vegetables into your meals. It's super easy to do, and it's really going to help you feel more full, and fruits and vegetables are so low in calories, so that's going to help you be in a calorie deficit as well. Also, when you start to incorporate like fruits and vegetables into each meal, it leaves room for you to remove some of those processed foods that you might be eating and replace them with the fruit and vegetable. One of the easiest things for a lot of people is to have a smoothie once a day, whether it's for breakfast or as a snack or post-workout. Smoothies are so great because you can pack them full of fruits and vegetables and superfoods like kale and blueberries and cranberries and spinach. Those are all superfoods that you can throw into a smoothie and you won't even taste. And you're getting all of your servings in one sitting. So if you're somebody that doesn't eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, start simple, start easy, start with 1 or 2 meals a day, and find one thing in that meal that you can replace with a fruit or a vegetable. Maybe for breakfast you like to have eggs. Awesome. Throw some spinach in there. Scramble it up, eat it with toast. You won't even tell that the spinach is there. Throw some onions in there for flavor, bell peppers. You can put so much into eggs. Maybe if you have eggs and bacon, swap one of those strips of bacon out for some strawberries or a banana. Throw fruit on top of your oatmeal bowl. Have a bowl for lunch with rice and vegetables. That's one of my favorite meals ever. It's just rice and vegetables because it's so good, and you can add all kinds of flavors and it still tastes really good. People associate vegetables with bad taste, but they're actually so good. Try snacking on vegetables. I love cut up cucumbers and bell peppers with hummus, carrots, you name it. It's one of my favorite snacks of all time. So tip number 3 is to start incorporating fruits and vegetables into your diet because your body needs them. You need those micronutrients, and that's something that is not hard. You can continue to do that every day for the rest of your life. Find recipes that you love, find meals that you love that incorporate fruits and vegetables, and you will be amazed at the differences you start to see in your energy, in your weight, in your body, in your skin. Just start small. Start with 1 meal a day. See how it goes. The next tip that I have is don't restrict. Don't restrict yourself. It is very important to be able to eat the foods that you love every single day in moderation. Whenever you're craving them, you should be able to eat them. You should allow yourself to eat them. The thing about restricting, the thing about setting aside cheat days is it's not sustainable. If you restrict yourself for too long, if you never let your body have what it's craving, you only eat healthy, one day it's going to become overwhelming and you're probably going to binge. And binging is when you just eat everything in sight way too much. All of the foods that you've been craving, you eat it all in one sitting, and a lot of times that can push your progress back so much, and we don't want to do that because it is so unhealthy for our bodies and for our minds. And honestly, why not just eat the foods that you're craving when you're craving them? A healthy lifestyle is so reliant on you being happy, and I don't know about you, but my happiness is going to be affected if I can't eat the foods that I want to eat. I am having pizza right now. It is cauliflower crust margarita pizza, and this is one of my favorite types of pizza. It is so good, and I love it, and I eat it weekly. So don't restrict yourself. Obviously don't go overboard, but listen to your body. If you're really craving something, have it. Maybe if it's something that you really like to eat every day but it's not the healthiest, find an alternative. Cauliflower crust pizza. It's still not a super health food, but it's a lot better for you than your processed Domino's pizza. So figure out ways that you can incorporate those foods that you love into your meals every single day. And if at the end of the day you want some ice cream, you want a cookie, you want a piece of that pie, have it. Have it and don't care about it. Don't beat yourself up for it. Don't go work out extra the next day. Have it and enjoy it and move on with your life, because that's how this life is supposed to be lived. You're not supposed to worry about food 24/7. You're not supposed to put restrictions on the foods that you can eat. Food is there to be enjoyed and to be used, so do that. Don't restrict yourself. Just enjoy the foods that you love and live your life. My next tip is find exercise that you enjoy, that you love to do. Exercise needs to be a daily part of your life, and if you want to make it sustainable and if you want to be able to want to actually do it for the rest of your life, you might as well do something that you love to do. And not everybody is going to want to lift weights. Not everybody likes the gym. Not everybody wants to run. So you have to figure out what you enjoy to do as a form of exercise and find a way to implement it into your life. I personally have a couple different things that I love to do, and some of them depend on the seasons. I love to hike. Obviously, I live in Wisconsin and I cannot hike year-round, but when I can, I do. And that's a great form of exercise, but I also love to lift weights and I love to go to the gym. You don't have to do that. Do you love to run, bike, even just walk, like kayak, whatever it is you love to do, do it. Like, don't be afraid to try new things. I personally would like to go to like a yoga class, but COVID says no. But I've tried yoga a couple times, and I think that would be something fun to get into. So don't be afraid to like go out and try new things until you find what you love, because there are so many different forms of exercise out there that are good for you, and that I'm sure one of them you will love. You'll probably love more. But it's just really important to be able to not dread exercise. You should never have to force yourself painfully to do something. Yes, sometimes motivation is lacking, and sometimes you have to like talk yourself into going to the gym. But once you're like, when I'm lacking motivation, I make myself go. But once I'm there, I love it. Once I'm doing it, when I'm done, I feel so good. And that's how it should be. You should never hate it the whole time you're doing it, because it's just not going to be sustainable, and you're not going to want to do it for the rest of your life. So make sure you figure out what you love to do and do it. Okay, so I'm on my I'm on my way to the rink right now, but the last thing that I wanted to tell you guys is just to realize that this is a lifestyle. This is for the long run. It's not a short fix. It's not a 30 days to abs challenge. Your health is so important, and it's your whole life. It's there for your whole life. So we need to make it sustainable, and you need to make it something that is just part of your life, habit, routine. And you should enjoy it. You should enjoy the foods that you eat. You should enjoy the exercise that you do. And remember that weight loss is also not long term. You know, after you lose weight, you want to be able to just maintain the weight that you are at and eventually be able to, you know, eat back at your maintenance calories. You shouldn't always be in a calorie deficit, but it's a lifestyle. You should be happy, and you should be enjoying your life. So I just got back and I'm getting ready for bed now. But I just wanted to close off this video and say that I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope that you got something from it. And if you want more tips at all, please head over to my Instagram or my TikTok. On TikTok, I'm currently doing a series on weight loss tips in a healthy and sustainable way. So exactly what we just did today. And then on Instagram, I'm there every single day posting workouts, posting my food and tips and all that fun stuff. So if you're not on either one of those, definitely go check those out if you need some more inspiration. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you can take something from it. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you're here to the end, thank you for watching to the end. I really, really appreciate everybody that is here. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to help support me. And I'll see you guys next week.